Hey, what's going on, baby? What's popping and what's popping? What's shaking? What's crack-a-lacking? What's good with you? It is Wednesday night, and the time is always right for Raw Talk Live. Yeah. Hey, what's going on with you? It is showtime. Girlfriend Peggy, good evening. How you do, boo?
Good evening. Good evening. How you doing? I'm good. I'm good.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I see you've changed your studio for the evening. Are you doing the show on location somewhere?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out of my regular atmosphere tonight. I always feel a little bit displaced when I'm not in my regular studio.
Well, I know you.
I
Yeah.
can never get it right. I can never get it right. So
No, well,
I
it
got a
looks.
little something to help me through the evening, though.
Oh, okay then. That's good
Yeah.
news. That's what I'm talking about. That's right, everybody. Make sure you have yourself a cool, refreshing beverage because it's going to be hot tonight. Most definitely. So this is good. We have been anticipating this. We've talked off and on about wanting to do the all male panel again. And then last week, the men the men showed up with such vigor, and it really it turned us on. It just sparked it. It says we have to talk with these men more. We've got to get them on so that they can share with us and let us know exactly what they think and how they feel. And listen, we're going to do a disclaimer in advance. Don't get inside your feelings. Don't get your panties in a twist now. You're going to ask a question, and we're looking for honest answers. The men that don't have any relationship with us in friendship, and so they can be, they can be
transparent. Yeah.
Yeah, they can be transparent. They can be forthright. They can be honest. It's exciting to me because we have men who are single, one man who is engaged, and another man who is married. And I'll be interested to hear how close their opinions are one to the other or how far apart they are. I also think that all of the men have been married at one point in time. So even if they're single, they've either been married or they've been in a long-term committed relationship. And so they know how to take it from from the bottom to the top, to the top to the bottom, when it comes to women and dating and how you get to a committed relationship, and then how you keep your committed relationship healthy and exciting. And so those are the kind of things that that we want to know tonight, right?
Absolutely. I'm so looking forward to this.
Have you really? Hi, Exquisite. I miss you. Thank you for being in the building tonight. We appreciate you greatly. And we're interested in hearing your comments as well. So here we go. So we've got four fabulous men, and without further ado, let's take some time and introduce them. We want to start with P Funk. Make my funk the P Funk.
What's up,
I wants to
everybody?
get funked up.
How y'all doing, ladies? Hey, Miss Peggy.
Hey, good evening. Good evening. How are
All right.
you?
I have my virtual cologne on for all the ladies tonight. Can you smell
That's
that?
fabulous. I can smell it from here. It's
Yeah,
all
okay,
up
okay.
here.
There it is.
It's the essence of it all.
That's
Yes, thank you guys for having me. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here, and you never know what a person has to go through to be here. You went through a lot tonight to be here. Let me tell you something. People have been working on a major project at home, and so he was like, "Listen, I got this thing going on. It's wild and crazy over here, but I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna be there." So,
thank you.
Love you guys, man. You know that.
yes, we love you and your viral wife. That did that video go viral?
It's climbing.
He took a video of his wife in their swimming pool, and she's beautiful from head to toe, front and back, side to side.
Oh yeah.
And you better shut up. And so he knows he has got a prize. He has got the prize. You hear me?
She hit the lottery.
Now, when you can recognize that, you already on top.
Say what?
I said, when you can recognize that you got a winner, that you got a queen, you already on top.
But she recognized she got 2 kings in her deck. Myself, I bought a dog to go with me.
Listen, okay, I know that's right. Yes, honey. Yes, most definitely. Oh, yes, I love you too. That's her right there, DJ Mellow Yellow. If you want the coolest female DJ in Orlando to DJ your event, she's the one. She says you hit the Powerball, sir. You hit the Powerball when you got her.
Right. She got the balls right.
Shut up. Next, we want to introduce someone who is an original world talker. He is he is a part of the show, has been a part of the show since we first started. He was on our first male panel. Yes, and I affectionately refer to him as my baby daddy. Y'all welcome Sterling Stevenson. Yes, in the building.
Hey, family, how you doing?
All right, baby, how you doing?
Always when I see it's really beautiful, great. And then peace, what's up, P?
Oh, Sterling.
Okay.
What up, Sterling?
There you go.
Yeah, man. They don't know we go way back.
Man. I'm talking the little convertible with the Dayton's on it back in the
day. Okay. When I had a curl. See what it did to my
when I had a hot top fade.
There it is. All right.
It's wonderful. Thank you, Sterling.
We go way back, yeah.
You know.
Yes.
Peggy, how are you, beautiful?
I'm wonderful. I'm down here with my grandbabies, the 3 of them, and they running me crazy, and I'm loving every minute of it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Peggy got a glow to her tonight.
Hey, P, I wasn't gonna say it, but I see it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Put us together, light skin and dark skin. We coming. Light skin coming back though. We coming.
Okay.
Yeah, you single-handedly are bringing it back by posting Mellow in the pool.
We gonna. I'm gonna let her have her own show on that booty.
We are not talking about no booty up in here. Yes, we are. We're gonna talk about plenty booty. We're booty on the way, y'all. And here's the man with the plan, the one and only Gregory Ingram. Hello, sir. How are you tonight?
Hey, ladies, how y'all doing tonight?
All right.
Hey, what's up,
man?
So Gregory is doing what Gregory does. He is outside on his balcony enjoying a cigar. I'm sure it's from his business, Leaf Lounge, which you can visit in Titusville, Florida. They always have wonderful events going on. A brunch here, a live entertainment there. What's up, Gregory? Tell us what's happening with you.
Not much. Just maintaining. Everything's going pretty good at the Leaf so far. I got the home care agency going too, so I'm flip flopping between the 2 businesses, making sure everything stays steady. We got quite a few events coming up at the Leaf Lounge. Right now, the latest event coming up will be the Paint and Puff. That has probably been one of our most successful
You may have
events.
seen that.
Come out there puffing on cigars and
You may.
you'll be surprised the artwork we get out of that.
Wow.
Pretty nice. Mm-hmm.
Wow. And so when
You
is
may
it?
have seen that.
That one is actually going to be on the 29th of this month, the last Friday of this month.
Learn something every day after posting.
Okay. I had the flyer. I don't know for whatever
You may
reason it's
have
not
seen that
cooperating
viral
with
video
me
showing
tonight,
a wild
so that
scene
everybody
on a
can
Carnival
see.
cruise
But
ship.
you can
An
go on
all-out brawl.
Facebook.
If you haven't seen it, you're
Leaf
that
Lounge
violent
has
fight
its own
involving
page,
dozens of
doesn't
people,
it?
and this morning we are now learning why cruisegoers came to blows. Ileana Diaz is joining us live with the latest. Ileana.
I don't know.
On Instagram.
Huh?
Leaf Lounge on Facebook, Leaf Lounge Titusville on Instagram.
Okay, there it is. I got it.
Yeah. We also got a book bag drive that we're doing where we're putting that together. Hot dogs, hamburgers, and stuff for the kids. Face paint, and we got about 1,000 book bags. The young lady has to give away. We're in process of right now reaching out to one of the local health departments to see if they come out and give free physicals to the kids before they go to school, haircuts and things like that. So that's going to be on August 6th out in the courtyard, right beside the line.
Wow, that is awesome. You're doing great things over there, Gregory.
Thank you.
Great things, always conscientious. And another gentleman who does great things in the community too, whether it's for fun or to empower us in the community, is our friend Irvin Simpson. Hey, what's going on, baby? How you doing?
Let's go.
He said, let's go. Irvin is the one who lit Raw Talk on fire.
Yes, he did.
Last week.
Yes.
And so we are happy to have you back in the building. You can find Irvin every Monday night on Facebook with his co-hosts. They host the Barbershop Conversation on Monday nights at 7 p.m. on Facebook. And they do great things. You kind of focus your topics on things that are going on in the community in the Sanford area and Central Florida, business people and that sort of things. Your show is about political activism, would you say?
That's one part of it. But we help promote black businesses, white businesses, anybody that's doing business in the county. We bring the duty experts on about COVID. We bring educational people on for kids that are looking to get into schools like Seminole State. So it's kind of very diverse. We started out just about voting, but we cover the entire county on all kinds of issues.
That's excellent. And you also have a nonprofit organization. It's going to come up on the screen. I know it's Jarhead.
The Jarhead Foundation, which I'm out here helping these veterans to kind of get a stable life. Some of them are homeless, kind of point them in the right direction how to get benefits and get their ID cards and get their paperwork in order.
Okay. Yeah, that's important. That's important for people. And if anybody wants to donate to assist you in helping others, they can do it by cash apping you at $, to Jarhead Stuff. All one word on Cash App. So congratulations to you and to all of you for the wonderful work that you do. Sterling, I think you also have your own company too, Dermajoy CBD.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. My managing partner with Dermajoy CBD during the pandemic. One of my good friends, Dr. Irvin, who was a pharmacist, had an idea to provide a topical solution for CBD skincare products, and we fall into the guidelines of skincare because we're not regulated by the FDA. Nonetheless, if you're familiar with the nature of CBD, what it does is minimizes that inflammation and pain associated thereof. Whether it is a swollen sciatic nerve inflammation causing any type of foot pain, that topical is going to help minimize and eliminate that pain as well as expedite the healing process.
That's excellent.
Visit the website, dermajoycbd.com.
Yep, and there it is right there on the screen for you, and we'll show that periodically. It's dermajoycbd.com. That's excellent. People have been a little skeptical, at first about CBD, but now they're coming to understand, the great benefits, of it all. And so, congratulations to you. That's good. Shout out to Katrina in the building, giving Funk some love, and Anita Walker Thomas. Yes, baby. So glad to see you. We ain't got nothing but love for you. You even though you abandoned us.
That's my sister. You ready for that dirty talk?
I know she is. This is good. Yes.
I always hug Miss Anita from the back. Hey, Miss Anita.
How you get around that?
I'm the only one that can do that. Hey, Miss Anita. It's between us.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because Anita got Anita got like 2. She got like 4 aunts.
Yes.
We got a taste of that firsthand. I saw her do that and I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God.
Now, you know what? She is a classy lady, but if you push her, she will make that thing clap. And I'm telling you, when that thing clap, you think somebody is clapping their hands. Clap it, girl. Clap one time for us, wherever you are.
This audience clap. Yeah, it's an applause. It ain't no clap.
And ain't no.
Whole room full of people in the back there.
It is applause. Shout out to Lisa Golden. Folks are giving love to each other in the chat. Yes, baby, that's what's up. We ain't got nothing but love for you, Miss Anita. Brandy Shannon in the building, giving love to all the ladies and gentlemen on the panel. That's my girl right there. And yes, Anita, we know you live in Dallas now. Over there, just clapping it up for all of those people. They don't deserve you.
But she live in Orlando on the weekend.
Yeah. She said, "You so petty, P-Funk." She said, "You petty." She's going. So y'all are not gonna do me. What she told you, girl? She said, "Listen, don't make her the subject. She is not the topic. She wants us to get back on the topic."
Questions on those fellas. Throw them out there.
That booty is a topic.
Yeah, man.
It's the topic, but like you said,
That booty is the topic. So that need to be the first question of the night. How important is the booty to you? Hey, what's happening? What's happening? TJ Chapman in the building. What's going on, baby? Welcome to Raw Talk. Jane, all the way from NYC in the house. Yes, represent. Folks repping their city and everything. We love it.
Okay.
So how important is the booty? How important is the physical attributes of a woman to a man? Who wants to go first?
For me, I'll go first. I say this all the time when we talking amongst friends. Men are visual creatures, so that right now in this day and age is probably one of the most sought after things. When you first see that woman, I think we go directly to the back first, and that's just my opinion these days, because you can see her ass from across the room, and you be like, okay, and you'll make your way to it. You know. So very important. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, that's a high 7.
Okay. Okay.
He was supposed to go first on that. He married.
I got mine out the way. I got mine. But see, Irvin, what I did, my booty was small when I got it. So I got to mold it into what y'all saw in that video.
All right. There we go. Take some ownership in that, B. Take some ownership in that.
Listen to him taking credit for that. Folks are saying that they hear an echo, and listen, y'all leave Irvin alone too. Hey, Katrina, listen, Katrina, you're gonna be calling out to the Lord all night if I got these folks right. She's like, oh Lord, yes, but you molded that thing, you shaped and molded that thing into the beautiful representation that it is today.
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew what to feed her. I mixed this little chicken feed and her collard greens and little things over the years and gave her a little. You know how the chicken butt just stick up a little bit in the back.
A little tooted. It's a little tooted.
A little rise on it. So
it's a little tooted. Irvin doesn't know what to do with you. He is cracking up. He is dying over there. You know, who wants to go next? Irvin?
I like beauty. I don't need a whole lot of booty. I like beauty. And then I get to the booty. Then I get to the brain. Then we get to the bank account.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna be talking money.
In that order.
Good answer.
Good answer. Gregory, the entrepreneur thespian.
I mean, I agree with Paul. 99.9% of the attraction is physical, off rip. We don't surround ourselves with ugly people. We don't approach ugly folks. That's bad energy off rip. So, I mean, yeah, the booty is important. I mean, it's even better when you see it from the front.
yes.
Without even turning around, you already know what's there. So, you get a chance to check out the rest of the stuff, and then the booty is just the cherry on top.
Okay.
So on that scale of 1 to 10, where is that for you?
Say it again?
On that scale of 1 to 10, where does that fall in for you? How important is the booty?
I put it at about 5.
About a 5? So
yeah, I like all shapes and sizes of women. So, it's about a 5.
Okay. So that's
average. And we're not doing butterhead.
Say it again.
And we're not doing butterhead.
It doesn't have to be big and popping and extremely, curvaceous or nothing like that. It's just need to be there.
Yeah, it's just how she carry it. You got a lot of ladies out there that got big booties and don't even know how to walk with it.
Yeah, that's true.
She sliding her feet. I don't deal with women that slide her feet. That's a lazy woman to me.
Okay, well, to be a big woman, I can tell you that for a fact. You have to know how to carry your weight.
And just to chime in, y'all, fellas, we all get together, man, and we together, and we on the scene, and we can see a chick that she might not be that attractive, but her ass is on right. You're like, man, she don't look too hot, but man, that thing is sitting there. So the ass carries a lot of weight, man.
That's what Irvin was talking about. That butter face.
Yeah, we're not doing butterheads.
Everything look good but a face.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you do in that case. You be real nice to her, and then when you get her alone, you just turn her around. You never look at the face. You don't want her to look back. You ain't got to look back at it or nothing. You just turn her around, face down, ass up, and but she ain't no keeper though. She's not a keeper.
You've been hanging out with too many fellas, Miss B. You're not supposed to know the code.
Hey, look, flag on the play, Miss B. Flag on the play.
For the last answer of the night.
Put your 2 cents in, Sterling. What you got to say?
I think that men think we're order thinkers the older we get. We can compartmentalize as we're younger. And those physical attractions are important as we get older and mature. But I think that at 48, my brain works a little different. It's almost like my head. So I'm going to think, is she good for me? I'm going to look to see that she looks good to me. But I'm going to be attracted to what comes out of her mouth. Now, the booty is important. Booty is important on a level of being superficial. But for long term, that is what it's worth.
Yeah,
You're looking for more than that.
Correct.
On that 1 to 10, it falls where for you?
Depends on when you laugh at. In my 20s, oh, it's an 11.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. In my 30s, maybe a 9. But at almost 50, that is what it is. I just want to be happy.
Well, look, guys, I don't look the same way when I met Mello. So let's understand, this is probably in the beginning, you know, when you first meet a chick. But once you with them, I mean, y'all together for years and years, we're gonna learn to accept certain things. So if I get a little bigger and her butt gets a little saggy, at least I met her with a good butt. But that did get her in the dough. Okay.
Hey, Pete, you gonna be in so much trouble later, though.
Hey, Sterling, I got
All right.
something for her.
Well, TJ says to Irving, what if her booty is flatter than a slice of bread?
No.
No, he ain't going for that. And then
I say he said 5, not 0.
You can't make a sandwich. We're not doing it in 2022.
No.
And let me just say, your fiance is beautiful too. And they're not saying anything about you, P Funk, but they did say Lisa says that Mello still looks good.
Yeah, she all right, Lisa.
She must be in the other room. She in the other room, Miss B.
She ain't want to say hello. She's somewhere around.
Anita wants to know if her booty is intimidating. She says, like, does my booty intimidate you?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Nope.
Who said hell yeah?
Yes.
And why? We want to know why.
Because you
Because
got
we
to
like
be
to
a
just
hell of
look
a
at it.
man.
I see men just like to look at it from a distance. They don't want to tackle that. No,
You got to be a hell of a man for Miss Anita.
You got to be a beat.
Yeah. She gonna.
Not true at all. Because from personal experience, I can tell you, I've had several men to boldly come and approach me and talk to me, and they just was not ready at all. I mean, I don't even know how they worked up the nerve to do that. So I don't think it takes. Yeah, that's not.
Well, we all personally know Miss Anita, so you know we're going off of what we know. But meeting her for the first time, I would look at Miss Anita like, man, she's very intelligent. She keeps herself well. She know how to fix a hell of a drink, so she probably get me drunk enough, so I start hollering at her. So you know. But yeah, I think she's.
Okay.
And
Hey, that big. Then let me tell you something. There's power in that big booty.
she's very aggressive. She draw you in with them big baby bedroom eyes. Then she turn around and let you see that big old booty.
Ow!
It's a wrap.
It does. And if she's pointing north, that booty is pointing south. If she pointing east, that booty pointing west. That booty got a point on it too. Listen, we're gonna stop talking about Anita's booty.
Hey, look, I just want to say for the record, I ain't scared.
Shut up, Gregory. Carlitha is in the building. Hey, Carlitha, welcome. And Karina says, little booties matter. Little booties matter.
No, they don't.
Shit.
Like the song, yeah, we like the song.
Y'all wrong for that.
And so Anita says, so is that why she's single?
You just high maintenance, sis. Everybody know you just high maintenance. You single cause you want to, not cause you have to.
Anita work too damn much. She never know what's sitting down. Every time you see her, she working. Who she dating? Is she behind the ball?
She controlling too.
You know, Miss Anita is a great, wholesome woman. I mean, I really respect her. I mean, her physique is on point. I mean, really, when I look at her, she's awesome.
Yeah,
Flag
she
on the
is.
plate.
And you know, and she's a good friend. She knows how to be a good friend. I can say that personally. She knows how to be a good friend. You know, somebody said Anita is the bomb.com, and I agree with that completely. Hi, Terry Wells. I think Terry is saying that little booties matter too.
So Black History Month.
You know, a little booty is like a little dick. You know, you know.
Flag on the damn plate.
Well,
listen. You know, it might be little, but you have to know how to present it. You have to know what to do with it. You know, you have to have some other skills or expertise, or, you know, whether it comes to fashion or in the bedroom to pull that thing off and make it work. And now that when that little booty jump up on top of you and spin around like a top, and the next thing you know, fireworks are going off. You'll be like, hey, you know, this little tiny booty girl got it going on. I think I like her.
It must be a little booty is functional. A little dick is a curse.
yes.
It's for negative purposes only, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just died a little bit, Miss B.
Listen, I think it is a terrible trick of nature not to make every man, you know, at least moderately endowed, you know, and for his stuff to work, you know, and regardless of what size it is, that, you know, that it gets good and hard and that it'll work and that he'll know how to add some other things to it, you know, but it's not fair. You know, just like, you know, titties and booty, it's just not fair.
Flag on the plate.
Oh God. Randy says whether the booty is big or little, y'all just looking for the hotel.
No.
And the hole. Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody says all booties, boobies, dinglings, and nut size matters. Every part matters.
Listen, when you truly love somebody, I think if you love them for who they are, it does not matter.
That boot got to have stretch marks.
They're ugly, whether they're smugly, little ugly, or whatever it is. You love that person for who they are, and you take all the faults and flaws and attributes, and you love it all anyway. So at the end of the day, we're just having fun, I'm sure. But yeah, all that matters.
Well, someone wanted to know, does it matter to you as a man if a woman has augmented her body? If she went from small breasts and then she bought herself some breasts, if she's had the full, you know, body makeover, if she's added booty, and you know, and all I can say is, ladies, if you're going to let them add booty, try not to make it, you know, bigger than your legs. You know, you don't want those little chicken, you know, legs, you know, trying to, you know, carry around some, you know, big ass that you didn't get when you got here.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I can't speak on that. Yeah, but You know, I mean, because I've been together with my wife almost 30 years. But anyway, I see it out there, man. But you know, it's a scary thing if you're in the dating world because, like, really, man, dude, you don't you don't know what if you're getting the real or fake these days. And you know, these women want a real man, but they want to be fake women. Let me start starting stuff.
It started. Get it started.
No, you got a valid point. These eyelashes, contacts, weaves, wigs, makeup, silicone body parts, and then say, I need a real man.
When you lay down, it all feels the same, right?
You say what?
When you lay down in the bedroom, it's like the height doesn't matter. He could be really, really tall. The woman could be really, really short. But they say when you lay down in the bedroom, it all evens out.
When it's not natural, she can't lay on it.
Huh?
When if it ain't natural, she can't lay on it.
She can't lay on it. Yes, she can.
No, he's saying if it's not natural, she can't lay on it.
Silicone is hard.
Yeah.
Is that what they put in there? I thought they put the fat from other parts of their body in there behind.
Yeah,
It's different. It's different. It's different ones. You can get the one with the gel. You can get the silicone. You can get the fat transfer. It just all depends. Bottom line is basically how she takes care of herself after the surgery is what determines what that body really looks like. A lot of them out there go out there and get that surgery, but then still eat the same, still act the same, and now all the fat that they took away is not going to grow back because fat doesn't multiply. It grows. So once they take it away, it's not going to come back. But if you eat the same amount of calories, now you got a fat neck. Now you got fat arms, your ankles are swollen up. You know, so you got to take care of yourself and treat the body right if you're going to take it through that much hell just to look like something.
Right. Right. I don't like it when you know how something like you'll hug somebody, you know, like to hug a woman and her breasts feel like the wall. They're hard. It's just like, so you got that, but it's not pretty. It's not appealing. Somebody says you need stomach to carry big breasts and you need thighs to carry a butt. You need your fat parts.
And Miss B and Peggy. So that kind of validates what this conversation is about. Because if you think about it, what you guys are saying, women feel it's important to have big butts because they know that that's attracting the men. So they're going out and buying this stuff. So that tells you right there, it is important because women are actually going out and buying this stuff to look more attractive or a certain way. So yes, it is important because women know men are visual creatures, and the first thing we're looking at is that ass.
Yep. That the body.
Not only are they like you say going to all ends of the earth to do it, they are putting their lives at risk to do it. We know they did a series on the silicone doctor and they were putting fists flat in butts and all kind of things. They were going to hotel rooms to do this. These women are suffering today from those type of backyard surgeries and in the basement surgeries. They dying right now because of stuff like that. They didn't have the money to go and do it professionally, and they risked their lives to get that big butt. And some of them died. A lot of them died. So they know how important it is.
Yeah.
But you know what else is important?
What?
And I think a lot of women miss the point. If you got a jacked up attitude and a nice body,
none of that matters.
You're a woman with a jacked up attitude and a nice body, and man still ain't gonna holler.
Yo, you
not a
problem. Woman in the world is a beautiful woman with a bad attitude.
Give me high self-esteem and a natural body any day.
And there you go.
I agree.
And Katrina says, most of the women that men lust over have gotten their booty or their titties done. But see, there's a difference, to lust for this woman and want to have sex with her is different than respecting this woman, wanting to be with her, wanting to spend time with her, wanting to, be in relationship with her. He might lust after that thing that's walking around looking like a sexual object, but that's not who he wants to take with him to the family reunion. That's not who he wants to take care of and marry. Am I right, fellas, or am I off, gentlemen?
You're right. You're exactly right. And again, going back to a man's ability to compartmentalize, it's just like you might be functional. You might be functional for the moment. You might be functional for friendship. You might be functional for a relationship. It's all in how the woman allows herself to be put in a specific category.
Most definitely. Terry has a question. Is the expectation different when you are dealing with a mature woman?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's any different. I mean, I like a mature woman that has carried herself through the years and been able to maintain. She probably gained a few pounds, but at the same time, she still keeps herself looking nice. She still is healthy. She's able to do fun stuff with the younger guy. She got that same energy and that attitude that some of these young women have, but she knows exactly when to turn it on and when to turn it off. She know how to carry herself and conduct herself like a lady. So and an older woman, hey, like I said, she's a little bit off. That's expected. We get older, things drop. But at the same time, if you can't climb a flight of stairs, that's a whole nother thing.
So fitness is important to you, sounds like, based on
when it comes to older woman, yes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and a younger one too, because I've seen some of these girls in high school. Not that any of you would be interested in the high school, but their bodies already look ruined. They haven't even had any children, and they're overweight and out of shape, and and haven't even had a baby yet. They don't have an excuse. So it's important, fitness all along the way is something we see now that the men look for. Now, Brandy says, and those women who are getting those BBLs are now taking them out and opting for a more natural size. She says, don't nobody want that big old mule butt.
Tucked around. And like you say, you love your feet and you can't walk.
Hey, Miss B, you know what else? Look like all of us are grown men on here. And one thing women need to understand, the man is 40, 45 and over. We'll stand back and look and gawk for a few minutes and say, yeah, she pretty, she fine. That next piece we gonna ask, I wonder if she can cook. You get no waivers on those.
Yeah. Well, see, y'all got to educate me because I've been out of the game, for a long time. But just speaking, from my perspective, I don't. When we're out and we're and don't get it twisted, my wife understands. I know men look at her and if I see a nice woman, yeah, she's nice looking, but when we're out, the mental part of when you're out and you're visualizing these women, you are critiquing them to your standards. And all of us know as men what turns us on and what a woman has to have. So if I'm standing in the club, hey, if she's the right skin complexion, does she have the right size butt? Is her breast the right size? Okay, now I'm a little closer. Damn, is she pretty? So all these things come into factor when we're visualizing women. And yes, we are prejudging these women based on what we perceive and what we think we would like, because we ain't gonna bring nobody home to mama, but that one that fits that whole line of credentials that we want. Now, if that one doesn't hit all of them, that might be that one night stand, or that might be that friend with benefits. But the one we're gonna bring home has to hit all those bullet points. So yes, we are out looking for that one, but if we don't find it, we will take certain things and we'll say, yeah, she don't have this, but she has that, and I can deal with that, because we all know our tolerance level for dealing with, somebody. We have to have something out of the deal. So for me, Mello had it, and yeah, she pretty much had everything, and then she came chasing after me after that. So
Shut up. We're going to stop you right there. And so Terry wants to know, why does the woman have to cook? What's the matter with you? You can't cook?
She doesn't have to know how to cook. She just got to know or have the capability to feed me. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I've heard older women say the way to keep your man is his balls empty and his stomach full. So if you got a sandwich waiting on me when I get home, I don't care where you got it from. You know what I'm saying? Ease my mind. The first thing you do when you eat, you get the itis. You relax. You want to go to sleep. Now you can talk to me. When you empty my balls, you can talk to me. Because I'm cool. I'm laid back. But if I'm full of testosterone and I'm hungry, we fight. And we ain't got no conversation.
Period. And just to answer the question, Gregory Ingram can cook. Gregory Ingram can cook. Gregory Ingram can burn. Go to one of his barbecues when he have that whole alligator skin laid out there with all the bacon on top of it. Ask your questions about him later. And he make a mean pot of collard greens too. Somebody said,
Hey, Gregory, I sent that picture to my homeboy DJ Spanky up in Mississippi, by the way. He was like, you did your thing on that. He likes to cook too.
Hey, I got that idea from this guy. As a matter of fact, we was at one of the house parties that you guys were throwing. And the guy was back on the back patio, and he say, I showed him a whole hog I had cooked. And he say, let me show you something. And he showed me that alligator. He say, look at that. I left the feet on that motherfucker. And I say, boy, that's my next barbecue right there. And that's exactly that was my first alligator I ever did. And I left the feet on that motherfucker and put it in his mouth.
But from my experience, I think for one, answer the question, I can cook. But I think in my experience, I've always dated older, mature women, and the women that can cook, their mindset was different. Their attitude was different. Their outlook on life was different. I've dated professional women that made big checks, so they'll order food. So we still ate, so that wasn't an issue. But their total package, their mindset, and their outlook on life, I've just felt that my experience was a little different.
It is. I think a woman who can cook, who enjoys cooking and feeding her man, and so she has a different mindset too. And I'm gonna get in trouble for this word, using it around the ladies, but there's a certain level of submission that comes with that. And women don't like to talk about submitting to a man, but when he is a man that you love and respect, it's easy to do that. I'll get up at 2:00 in the morning for mine and make sure that he's fed before he goes to bed. So there's something that comes with that. It's feminine. I think men are looking for you to be feminine, beautiful, and intelligent. And then after that, then you add on the cooking, and then that attitude, that mentality that she doesn't mind serving you, that she feels like you're worthy of her service, and that it doesn't diminish her as a woman to give that to you. Carletha says anything that's artificial may not be real. at heart, because you're looking for a replacement of something you may not ever achieve. She says, what's going to happen when all of that starts sagging? I'm telling you, it's going to be real interesting to see these women who are in their 20s and 30s now, what they're going to look like when they're in their 50s. What's going to happen with all of that fake stuff that's in your body, you know.
Well,
Terry
B,
says you're being shallow, though, gentlemen.
well, Miss B, what the secret to success to all our young fellas out there? If you really want to know what your girl is gonna look like later on in life, go to her house and check out her mom.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to give y'all that, but I'm gonna give you that gem. You want to see what your woman gonna look like in her 40s, 50s? Go visit her house and see her mama.
Hey, you know, and that can be kind of scary. You know, back in my day, that's not how you figured out what a woman was going to look like later. Because I'm telling you, I'll be 67 in September, and my mother did not look like this.
Okay.
All right. She wasn't doing none of this.
You rare.
You know, but yeah, you know, we can see how that works. Jane says she can cook, but she's not doing it for just anybody. Her cooking is special. Her coochie is special. She's special. So now what?
But you know something else, though, guys? It's not. I got some friends that had cosmetic surgery, and it wasn't even about the man. What about the women that just want a bigger breast just for their motivation, just for their confidence, a little bit more booty just for their confidence? So not all of them are getting cosmetic surgery for a man or for somebody to look at them and go. Some of this is that self-love that I see a lot of women talk about. Let's not lose that.
Right. I agree with you on that part, but at the same time too, a lot of women get that surgery, but still don't lose that inner fat girl.
Yeah.
Up here.
It's up
the
there.
one that lives up here.
They still very conscientious about themselves. They have nice bodies and they still wear loose fitting clothes and things like that because they never get over it. No matter what you do, some of them never get over that insecurity in themselves.
And that's what it is. It's insecurity.
Me as a big woman, I can't wear loose fitting clothes. Loose fitting clothes on me make me look 18 times bigger. I have to wear form fitting clothes that hug my waist, hug my hips. Everything has to be fitted because if not, then I just look like a sack of potatoes. And the art of dressing, as we always talk about, especially when it comes to plus size women, is you have to know how to put yourself together. You have to know how to wear those clothes that complement your aspects, your legs, your breasts, your waist, whatever it is. That's what you have to compliment.
But
yes,
what I'm trying to figure out, Peggy and Miss B, what I'm trying to figure out is that what did the women lose the confidence in themselves to feel like they need to go out and purchase something to make themselves feel attractive to another person and even to themselves? That's what I'm trying to understand. When did that happen? Because
social media.
Okay. So
social media. The Kim Kardashian syndrome. Social media. Because when I was coming along, a big booty was not emphasized. Your mother would say, "Put on a girdle." You are not going to church without a girdle and a slip on. You wore proper underwear. They didn't want you to be walking around with your ass jiggling. There was something against the jiggle in the booty, and we wore right.
To touch on what folks said, you're right. There has been a change. If you think about it, if you look at people overseas who have to wear the garb over their whole body, You think they're lacking attention from men? No, they're not. They're not even showing anything, and they probably get just as many men approaching them as they do in America. Back before these surgeries, women ain't have no problem having no men running up on them. I don't know one woman in this world who can legitimately complain about not being able to get a guy. No, every woman in this world, unless you run around here stinking, you know what I'm saying, can get a man. Some type of man.
Yep.
I don't know how
right.
we can't end this show and we talk about men bodies, women bodies, and now talk about Miss Peggy and act like we don't see all that voluptuous stuff that she got packing over there. I don't know how she trying to hide all that over there. We can't even act like we don't see all that. Y'all got like y'all don't see it. I see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
We see
But
it.
it's hard for you. It's hard for you to get the full experience because she's only doing the neck up type of thing, and
We can tell from my neck.
She like Anita.
Yeah.
Anita
oh
the
yeah,
same class.
oh yeah,
You see it just
She
in
and
the hug.
yeah, they got the twin tower booties. They, yeah, they do. And every time they get together, they be like, "Is your big booty bigger than my booty? Who booty bigger? I don't know, my booty or your booty." Listen,
you tell me my butt bigger, but I could swear her butt is bigger than mine. Now she may have lost some weight recently, but when we was hanging out 6, 7, 8 years ago, I could swear her butt was bigger than mine. But she says, no way.
Me and see y'all together, Miss Peggy. They just decide within themselves. I'm gonna go ahead and get slapped because I'm about to touch one of them big old booties right there. I'm about to hug one of them.
listen. I tease Peggy all the time about her left titty. Her left titty is always trying to dominate on the right titty. It sit up higher. It just be trying. It's like that on the other titty. Listen. Now when it comes to the full body thing, Peggy got everybody beat. She got more titties and more ass than everybody on the panel. Okay,
She's sitting on here being all modest.
you know she's modest.
So Miss Peggy,
I'm
hey,
honestly lady. I like to go in, sit back, watch the crowd, watch everybody do their thing, and ease right on back out.
so Miss Peggy, boxers or briefs?
About what?
Boxers or briefs?
At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. They're both coming off.
I just wanted to throw that out.
Yeah, Peggy, like take all of that off, will you? But you know, we welcome questions from you ladies, questions that you always wanted to ask a man. Peggy, I know you had some specific questions you wanted to ask tonight.
I have one that I really want to know from the gentleman. We talked about mature women a little bit earlier, but how do you view a woman, and is this the lady that you're going to go out and ask out at the end of the night, the woman that's, whether she's young or older, but particularly in a mature older woman, when she's at a club and she's twerking and dropping it like it's hot and, you know, rubbing up on some man over in the corner, you know, touching her toes and all that, how attractive is that? And is that the woman that you're going to go after and want to go home with?
Possibly, but not necessarily.
Yeah, how much respect do you owe that woman when you see her out there doing all that?
What depends on how long
It depends on what the guy's mission is that night.
Yeah.
It depends on what the guy's what is that night?
It depends on his mission that particular night.
No, how do you personally feel? Is that the woman that you respecting that you're gonna go out and want to go out with? Or you feel that woman is easy based on the way she's carrying herself? Is that the way a queen carries herself to you, or what? Because I really, you know, I don't believe in twerking. You're never gonna catch me out in the club rooting and tooting and booting and twerking. I'm dropping it like it's hot. Okay, we'll go into why in another session, but
I mean, it just all depends. I mean, we're in a day and time right now where that's what women do. You know, that's a dance that they like to do. They get a lot of attention from them. You know, back in the days, you know, they used to be free. You know, hey, you know, you see a woman doing the freak, hey, that's who you might want to run up on. It might be a quick hit. You know what I'm saying? So it just all it depends, as far as I'm concerned, on what it is that I'm looking for. You know, if I'm looking for some conversation, I'm looking for that lady that's sitting down at the table or sitting at the bar and kind of minding her own business. You know, but if I'm trying to hit and somebody poking it out, she advertise. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going for that shiny new ride.
Okay.
You know, so like I say, it all depends on what I'm looking for if I'm in that particular situation.
And remember, y'all, if she's the one girl in the club twerking on everybody, all the men, we're in competition because she twerking on everybody. So, you know, who she gonna twerk on the longest might get it that night. So,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
9 times out of 10, that one twerking ain't doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And
She
you
ain't
already
trying to
know
get
at
you.
145, we're gonna make our pick. At 145, we're gonna make our pick.
145. Hey, good thing I leave the people about 12. I can't be caught out there like that.
Either you choose me or I choose you.
Terry says, yeah, you know, you're going to approach her because, you know,
You froze up.
you froze, Miss B.
Oh, she froze up. Okay, well, take it over. Who didn't give their take on that? You have a respect for those women, or like you say, you just looking at as them being out and just having a good time, just having fun. You
That's
don't
it.
particularly judge because she
No,
doing that.
no judgment on that.
No
No,
judgment. Okay.
no, because like I said, it's that quiet one that's got a couple of niggas in the club that she already done chose to go home with. That one out on the dance floor, she just showing out for her friends. And if you do try to approach her 9 times out of 10, her homegirl gonna pull her to the side and be like, "Nah, girl, you ain't going nowhere with him."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that friend that's gonna interfere with all that. So it ain't no need even trying it.
So to answer Terry's question, we may try, but she might have some deflectors, you know, in the club, which most of the time most women do. They got that one friend that they got to protect her from herself.
Okay. Okay. So it's you can't always judge a book by its covers, like you said, because she out there throwing it like it's hot. Don't mean she gonna throw it to this one, that one, and the other one. Okay.
That's why when you walk up and you offer everybody breakfast at 145, you take the whole crew. Let's go.
Okay. That's what's up. And doesn't depend on how many drinks you had that night.
That's right. It's 145. The club about to close. That's the last round. Last call for everything.
Now, are we allowed to ask the question? Are we allowed to ask the question to the panel?
Well, Miss B controlled it, so she's gone.
Yeah, she'll be back.
We gotta just talk amongst ourselves right now because it's gonna stay frozen.
There she go.
There she go.
Yeah, they kicked me out. It kicked me out, but I'm back. I'm back. Somebody said that they are loving this. So you know, listen, you know how this internet works. It's a strange thing. Anita says there's nothing wrong. Anita says there's nothing wrong with twerking. It doesn't mean anything. She said,
yes, it does, Miss Anita. It's a twerk age limit. So you they just released, huh? They said no twerking over 40.
Over 40?
Yeah, if you twerking over 40, you might get arrested in the club.
It's like no parking on the dance floor.
Now I want to ask, and this towards the comment that Irvin had made earlier, because it brought something to my attention. A young lady was at the bar the other day, and she was talking drunk about a young man that was at the end of the bar, and she was upset that he tried to speak to her after seeing her at another place and refusing to buy her and her 3 homegirls drinks. If you're out with your friend, is the man that approaches one of you obligated to buy everybody a drink?
No, he's not. Not in my viewpoint. Hell to the no. He is not.
From a man perspective, it just kind of make you look better as a man if you see her out with 3 friends and you approaching one of them. It as a man, it just makes you look better. You know, as a gentleman, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and buy you a drink or buy you what your friends drinking. But obligated,
No.
145.
Yeah.
Everything for 145.
To her, it was an obligation. Now, if my lady is out and she's with her girls, then I'm gonna treat her and her girl. That's my lady. You know, I'm gonna make her look good.
Mm-hmm.
But just some strange girl that a woman, I mean, that I met. No. I'm not buying all y'all no drink. I'm going directly to the one who I like, and that's who I'm gonna talk to, and I'm gonna get her a drink. And that's gonna be it. She better let them slip on it with her, cause we ain't finna do all that.
You and my lady, I gotta get y'all.
Yeah. Hey.
Y'all not talking about me. Y'all not gonna say Shan Man cheat. We not doing that.
Well, look, most of the time, that's what they plotting anyway. You know, girl, if he'll give me a drink too.
Yeah, I've heard that. He want to.
Yeah.
Let me get you guys take on the topic we talked about 2 weeks ago, where the young lady wanted to expose her baby daddy. He had 3 other children. He came by the house and dropped off McDonald's for the one child. So she carried on and made a big to-do out of, oh, you only brought McDonald's over for the one. I got 3 other children, and why didn't you bring them food? And when we were dating, you used to bring all of them food, and now you're not doing it. My food stamps don't come into the 7th of the month, and you know that. What's your take on that? Is he obligated to bring those other children food?
No.
Yes.
No.
Come on, man. Listen.
I mean,
that's your baby mama.
We're gonna speak with our
she got
heart.
one child.
We're gonna speak with our heart or our mind.
I'm speaking from my heart.
Okay, so that's the reason why you're not obligated.
And my mind. I'm not gonna go to a woman's house. Okay, even if that's my baby mama or the kids at the babysitter. And I know there's 4 kids in the house. And I get the call to bring food for my child. And I know there's 4 kids there. I'm not going there with one meal for one child when I know there's 3 children in there that need to eat. I'm not doing that.
Well, the guy in the video, the guy offered to take his kid with him. In the video, the dude opted to take his kid with him to go, and she was like, "No." Now, I'm gonna tell you what would be the admiral part or on her end is, and him too. Here, I got this right here for you. Go share with your brothers and sisters. That's what
one meal.
Hey,
one little tiny ass Happy Meal.
I ain't doing that.
That's all I got.
Well, hey,
that's all I got. You don't know what that man's situation was. She on food stamp. He probably just as broke.
Let me understand. If we're understanding the question, you asked, are we obligated? That's why I asked, are we
obligated?
Are we talking about our heart or our mind? See, I'm not obligated to do anything.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if I know she has other kids, in my heart, I don't
want
to shout like that.
Exactly.
But if you ask me as a grown man, am I obligated to take care of another man's kids? I'm not obligated to do nothing. But in my mind, if I know she got kids there, you know how kid gonna sit there and watch another kid eat McDonald's. That's a sin. But am I obligated? No.
But see, that's
and the thing is, as a man, you shouldn't be involved with that woman if you're not prepared to do it all. I'm not saying you're obligated to do it, but you have to have the heart to enter her family and so enter her family if that's what you're trying to do. You know, but like I say, obligation and whether or not I'm willing or if I have the heart to is 2 totally different things. And obviously, that nigga ain't had a heart. He ain't for his kids.
And there you go.
It could have been a matter of money too, finances, like you said. He could have been struggling as well.
But I ain't gonna even take my kid to McDonald's and bring my kid back smelling like French fries. Now all the kids don't want to eat it.
You better give them a shower first. Here, wash up, spray this on you.
Somebody, they took a plate and they put 4 plates. They cut the burger in 4. They gave about 8 French fries on each plate and put the drink in the middle. So here you go. Yeah.
Yeah. But then at the same time, you got to take it back to that too. A woman is responsible for dealing with a certain caliber of man. If you chose to deal with that caliber of man, that's on you. Everybody feeling sorry for the girl, but you chose that nigga.
Yeah.
You laid down with that nigga. And you knew he wasn't shit when you laid down with him.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And then she.
So why you mad now? Why you videoing and everything now? All you doing is making yourself look dumb for fucking with lanes.
She exposed herself.
And she chose him at 145. What she say?
She made a bad decision.
Bad decision.
Too many plates.
That pressure.
Katrina,
that pressure.
Yeah. Katrina said, as a mom of 3 kids with different fathers, I would never tell them what they are obligated to do. If they do it, cool. If not, I ensure that I have the means to do what is needed. A woman have to always have the means to ensure.
You don't have more than what you can take care of at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. Pitch the question back to her, Miss B. Would you let one of your baby daddies bring food there for one of the kids and not the other 2?
Did you hear that, Katrina?
What she just said, he's not obligated.
No, she didn't take on it. She said what she would do. Not the same question that we got at as a man. Would she let one of her baby daddies, if she got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, would she let one baby daddy bring food for one and not the other 2?
This woman said that she wouldn't do it. You know, it makes the other children feel bad. They get jealous. They turn against their sibling. You know, it has a lot of repercussions. Jane says all or none, and he should have called first. But he didn't have to call Jane because he had been dating that woman for a while. And he had been feeding those other children supposedly before she had this baby. Now, let's just say this about all of that. That was a skit. That was not, but we know it's a true story.
It's a true scenario.
It's a true scenario.
Yeah,
you know, they made that up, but there are people who live that life for real, and it sparked a lot of conversation. So, you know, that's how that went. Terry says, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day, teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Katrina says that she has no problem. He did it before. So, you know, there's no argument about that. Hi, Rhea. Rhea just came into the fray. Welcome to the virtual building. Thank you. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, we ask that if you, you know, after the show, you go back to YouTube and Facebook and like the show and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Well, we do this every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. And yeah, Katrina is right. Some folks just live that life. Terry said he should have brought some spaghetti and meatballs and fed them all.
That is a meal.
Carletha says, when you do something for the love, sometimes it gets stepped on. She is the mother, and that's her responsibility. Men get beat down all the time. Now she throws it to the ground. And Carletha want to lock her ass up. Carletha want to beat the woman ass and send her to jail because she took the food and threw it across the street.
Yeah. Again, it's mindset, it's attitude, it's the way you approach the situation, it's how the conversation that you have about it, how you have the conversation about it. I mean, it's a lot of ways that it could have been handled. You say, hey, my other children feel this way, or I feel this way. I feel hurt when you only bring food for your one, knowing that I have 2 or 3 other children. If you're gonna do that, please let me know if I need to chip in or cash app you some money so you can bring some for them all, or whatever we need to do to make sure all the kids get taken care of. I would really appreciate that. The way she came at him was, you're obligated and you have to. And why would you do that? That's the way the mindset is not right, and it's wrong. It's ratchet and it's wrong.
Yeah.
DJ Spanky in the building. DJ Spanky on deck on the ones and twos all the way from Biloxi, Mississippi. What's up, boo? How you do?
All right.
For sure. Katrina says, that's right. It could have been handled so differently. Oh, okay. So we've been going on for a while. And let me tell you something. Everything we've been talking about tonight is like really on the surface. When we're talking about relationships and dating and that type of thing, here's what I want to know from the men. What do you think about a woman who has sex with you on the first date? What do you think about a woman who requires or requests that you give her money? If you're going to be in a relationship with her, she's looking for you to pay for certain things for her on a regular basis. What's your take on that? If you're a single mature man and dating, how do you feel about a woman who has children? Do you want to help take care of them? How do you incorporate them into your lives? Or are you looking for somebody who doesn't have any of that? I'll stop with the rapid fire questions right there and let you answer. Woman having sex with you on the first date, what's your opinion? Is she a hoe? Is she a keeper? Or, is it, hit it and quit it?
Yes. Test drive. You don't go buy no car without test driving. Who do that?
Exactly.
I mean, in my eyes, as far as that situation is concerned, I mean, I'm an arrogant nigga, so I mean that's just a testament to my game. If I can get you on the first night, hey, it is. It's just I accomplished something. I'm not looking at you bad. I'm just letting you know, hey, I got that's just how good I am.
Well, in this day and age, I mean, I think that's normal now. Back in the day, it was like you wanted to put a little bit, but in this day and age, most people are going straight at it, because most people don't meet each other and say, I really like her eyes. I just want to stare in, most of the time it's a sexual attraction right off the bat. And the difference is with back in the days and now, the women are just like the men. They like, I want to see if I can hit this. Hey. And it's vice versa. So in this day and age, I think it's normal. It doesn't happen a lot. I think it does.
Every time I got chose at 145, it happened.
It is.
You're going to make me go play Cash 3. I'm going to play that 145 straight, book, upside down and turned around.
We're gonna grab a real sandwich outside, and we're gonna continue this conversation at somebody's crib. And by 3, 4 o'clock, we really didn't sleep together on the first night because we met last night. Well, this is the morning. So you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Technically,
that's considered the next day. So
you already went on the first date.
Oh yeah,
you already went on the first date.
But see, you got to be careful how you give it to them, Irvin. You don't give it a real in the beginning.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. You give it a test drive.
Well, I'm a test drive.
Yeah,
in the morning.
You're gonna kick the tires.
Yeah. Sign up under that hood. Gotta look up under that hood.
You ain't right. Byron's in the building. Hey, welcome, baby. Welcome to the fray. Katrina says most women know within a few minutes if they want to give a man some. Speak on it, Katrina. Women pick the man, not the other way around. LOL.
They know, but do they react on the first night?
Mellow
You know,
knew.
the first 5 minutes of conversation or when you see them across the room. But like I said, as a woman, as a classy woman, or the way you want to carry yourself or hold yourself to a certain level, do you wait? Do you act on that the first night? Is that cool? Or do you like? I'm not a believer of the 90-day rule. I'm not really a believer of waiting until you get married to give up the goods either. But you're not gonna rush in and jump on me and do what you want to do and move on to the
Miss
next one. We're gonna take some
How,
time.
how many days, Peggy? How many dates and how many
It's
days?
not gonna be 90 days, but we're gonna have to give it some time to see if we feeling each other. Give me some time to get to know you. See if I even like you or feel like I need to have you, want you around in the long run. I mean, after a
Miss
couple of conversations, you saying certain things that's really not sitting well with my spirit or well with me. I don't want no dealings with you.
Miss
I,
Peggy,
I kind of,
No dealings with you,
Miss
period.
Peggy, the classy women are the biggest hoes. So, anyways, what you saying?
yeah, I kind of disagree with Katrina though about the woman choosing the man because of the fact that most women don't approach men. Now you may want to do something with him, but you ain't choosing him. You ain't going to him and say, hey, what's your name? Let's get together. Let's go get that real sandwich. No, you letting him take lead. You might be already willing, but you ain't chose nothing. So women like to act like they in control of certain things, and they're not. They're not. Play your role and let things take its course. We spoke about obligation and all of that stuff like that. But and I'm sorry if I may sound sexist or whatever. But women don't control that scenario. That man chooses that woman. Okay? And that woman chooses whether or not she wants to deal with that man or not. So get that out y'all head, ladies. Y'all ain't choosing nothing. You're just agreeing. You're in agreement.
So we get chosen first.
Exactly.
You choose us, and then you show us what you got, and we go, maybe that. No, yes, thank you. No, thank you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And I've been approached by women before, and I told them no before. So stop acting like y'all chose us, and like it's just that easy because you said you wanted to give me some. I'm gonna take it. No. Because you might not be coming right. You might not be my style. So I mean, be that lady. Get chosen and enjoy what comes after.
So
No judgment.
the excuse that men use all the time. Well, she seduced me, and she came after me and she kissed me first, and it just happened. So all that's some real pragmatic bullshit, right?
Yep.
Okay. Ladies, listen.
Yep.
Rhea disagrees. She feels like the woman makes the choice.
At the
They
end
make
of the
the
day,
choice.
you
Doesn't make a choice to agree or disagree, but she ain't out there choosing.
after he's saying after you've been chosen, after the man come at you and he want to take you for breakfast or get a pork chop sandwich or whatever y'all gonna do after the end of the night, you have the right to decline, but he's doing the choosing. He's picking you.
Yeah,
He picked you.
her body language is out. Is gonna let. We already know. Trust me. We know as men, if our game is tight and we done put it down, it's just a matter of time, and it might just be the first night.
And true scenario. Everybody goes into the club 10, 11 o'clock with a designated representative of themselves.
Mhm.
After one Anita Walker's first drink, you cool. By 12, 1 o'clock, that second drink, you cool.
Man.
1:45, he, she, we, somebody choosing, and it's going down
And it's
in that order.
in that order. I'm with you when you're right. Listen, I can only do two Long Islands from Anita. Really one. I have to be real careful because on that third one, I'm naked. It's like boom, it's over.
Listen,
You
I
gonna give
don't
up
have
something.
personal experience to see one Anita drink knock a girlfriend of mine out. I mean, she tumbled that drink down at the last minute before she could get to that front door. She was.
Yeah.
I had to carry her to the car. Some guy was trying to take her and carry her off somewhere. I was like, no, I got this. We good. But them drinks.
And that's another reason, y'all, because the liquor kick in, like Irvin say, the liquor kick in, everybody started looking better. Mello thought I looked like Denzel Washington. She was saying. She wanted to give me everything.
And listen, and we talk about, that's what people do now. Jane commented earlier that, she did that, with her husband. They were together for 31 years, but she said she wouldn't do it again. She wouldn't necessarily do that again. Brian says we live in a hookup culture. Let me tell you something. People been doing the hookup since the beginning of time. And
that hookup is what's gotten a lot of people in trouble too.
Yeah, they want to act like, in biblical times, everybody, y'all don't remember Sodom and Gomorrah? People they were having big orgies. People been giving it up and getting it in. Listen, back in caveman days, they didn't even talk to you. You were at the river, bent over, washing some clothes, and he just come right up behind you and take that booty.
And
with no conversation. They want to act like, now times are different. It ain't no different. People been hooking up and doing the dirt and doing the dirty and the nasty with each other and your husband and your whatever since the beginning of time. This ain't nothing new.
And Miss B, I noticed you said he comes up behind. You said something. Trying to figure out where the word came from.
Oh God. Yeah, listen, everybody knows about Anita. They said we know who to give the attention to. You, your ass, everything, all of that. Period. Oh Lord, Cheryl Walker is in the building. Cheryl Walker said, Mello, come get your husband. Come get him. Come get his ass. Byron says the later a person stays in the club, the chances for sex increases. And if you are slow, if you don't get that thing at 1:45, the last chance for romance is that parking lot hookup.
You got to do it at 1:45 so you see them in the light. That parking lot a little dark.
Well, look, it happens in the parking lot.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, Mello.
True that.
Oh my God. Listen, these people have their own thing. They're doing their own show in the chat.
we can't see the comments. At least I can't see the comments.
Okay, I'm putting the comments up there as they come. Rhea says that it's a mutual decision. Nobody is choosing anyone. She's not going to lay down with y'all on that. The man choosing. Listen, I agree with the men. I think men choose the women, and then men choose. You tell me, fellow gentlemen, if I'm right or wrong. Men choose whether or not they're going to have a relationship with you, whether or not they want to pursue a relationship with you, and then after that, everything is whether or not the woman is in agreement with it. But they make the first move.
Yeah.
I'm blaming everything on Anita Walker drink. That's it.
Anita needs to have a drink named after her.
She do. It's called gas. But hey, look, it's true. We choose the women, and again, when we hook up, after that hookup, like with my situation, I'm like, man, now that we done hooked up, man, let me find out what she about. Oh, she pretty cool. Okay, and then we ended up kicking it now. I mean, of course, when we're in that kicking stage, you're still trying to figure out some things. But yeah, you
Isn't
after
that
that
putting the
first
cart before the horse?
say what now?
Isn't that putting the cart before the horse, so to speak? Because back in the day, gentlemen, men, they believed in the courting. I mean, that was the whole purpose of. This is why we asking all these 20 questions before we date somebody. You want to try to get to know that person. You want to see how they act when they're drunk. You want to see how they handle situations when they're angry, when they're out in public. You want to see how they show their ass when they're dealing with, something going bad for the day. I mean, do they shut down? Do they ignore you? Do they get violent? Do they want to choke the neck and slap you all over the place? I mean,
Okay, let me ask you this though. How many times have a guy showed you everything it is that you wanted to see? Then you gave it to him and he took it all back.
Exactly.
That man gonna tell you what you want to know. That's why sometimes you need to stop asking all those questions. Okay? Because all he's doing is answering to have you agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna show you what it is I need to show you to get what it is that I want. And then the real person gonna come out. And that's just nature. That's people, period.
Yeah.
That representative that we talked about, it is what it is. So I mean, if the goal is at 145 to hook up, don't do whatever it is you feel like you're grown enough to do. Because it don't make no difference. He can wait 90 days. And once he get it, he's gonna be like, bye. Yeah. I ain't no game. You don't show me, put me through no 90-day period. See you.
Yeah.
I ain't like no kicking anyway.
Terry,
that's what it is. It's a game.
Yeah, it's all a game. It's all a game. It is. It's all a game. But at the end of the day, I'm not with that meet and greet on the first night.
But some of these women are learning the game from some of the women are learning this game from chicks that's never ever gonna accomplish a relationship. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's just like somebody infesting a good woman's mind with knowing that they would never ever be in a relationship. And that's why it's a cycle, I think. If you got a good woman and she gets infected, he starts thinking like the homegirl, then you never gonna land it because you think it's a game too. And a lot of women let a lot of good men slip by because of the game. You're not gonna find out everything you need to know about that man. Time is gonna bring everything to the forefront.
Yep. It'll reveal it.
Yeah,
but
well, take it all the time. Take your time, because within time, everything will be revealed. Terry says women choose men before they have sex. Men choose women after they have sex. Is that true or false, gentlemen?
I think it's true.
Depending on what we did on that first time. You gave me everything, I gave you everything. This like a gang over here. You got the only way out of this is death.
You're so stupid.
That's all in the opposite way. I mean, if I take the time to get to what I think, because we talk about makeup and masks all the time, men that wear masks and and that can transform and say all the right things and give you all the right answers. So if you feel like you're getting the person that you really want in your life, and then you find out 6 months into or 2 months into the relationship, his true colors start coming out. Like I said, I want to take my time. Let me take my time.
And it's about you being comfortable. Whatever makes you comfortable is what makes you comfortable. What makes the other lady comfortable is what makes her comfortable. Sometimes you've got women out here that don't want to get to know that man. They're out here trying to get theirs off too. If it means getting a drink, a dinner, a date, or whatever it is they want, some of them have an agenda. Not every woman that hooks up with a man wants a relationship with them. So it just all depends on what makes you comfortable.
Again, I just have
Stop being stingy, Miss Peggy. Stop being stingy.
The whole connotation of the word hookup to me just screams ho, 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 ho.
What's the
On
definition of a
both
hoe?
parts, on the men's part and the woman's part. Because like I
But
said,
what's a
what's the
hoe?
rush? What happened to let's get tested? What happened to when was the last time were you tested? Like you don't want to check none of those out, you just want to jump into things and just run with it. All nilly-nilly.
They gave us an easy out with that one called condoms.
No, that condoms don't always know when you use an oral.
If you know how to use a condom at work. Now if you got a reckless nigga, he don't know how to use a condom, then you got a problem. But if you know how to use a condom correctly, you lower your chances drastically.
Not only are you using a condom, but you're using your mouth, and like you said, there's no condoms for your mouth.
Some men don't use their mouth.
Yes, there are.
Miss Peggy,
So,
you telling all your business. But anyways, Miss
It's some men out here won't use their mouth. I know 60, 70-year-old men say, I never eat it. I don't put my mouth on nothing. And get more.
You better speak on it. You better speak on it, especially if they have a penis that they feel like can do the whole job without it. They're not putting their mouth on nothing.
If you got a wallet, a fat wallet, and some dick, a lot of men out here feel like they ain't gotta eat no pussy.
That's right.
Nigga, they lying. Them niggas.
They ain't lying. They ain't lying. You might not have to.
Yeah, come on with it, Irvin. Come on.
Nigga, you put your mouth on something, a neck, a ear, an armpit, a knee, Achilles, somewhere. You put your mouth on something, nigga, you lying. Them niggas lying, man. Them niggas lying.
But at the same time, she got to be able to return that favor too.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
Definitely gotta do
If
that.
you got in the bedroom with me, if you go down and do some things, you need to go down and do some things too.
Damn right, Miss Peggy, stop playing. Miss Peggy, stop playing. It's 2022. When I come up, I'm coming all the way up.
You want half of that money?
Okay.
Hey, Miss Peggy, would you share your fries with your man?
Share what?
The McDonald's fries. Would you share that with your man?
Would I share with my man?
Yeah.
Your fries. Would you share some of your Happy Meal with your man?
Would I? Of course I would.
That's the same thing. We want that sharing. Sharing is caring.
That's right.
I would share.
Peggy ain't sharing. She lying.
Good point, B.
And like as B said last week, the tip. That's all.
That's all. You gotta do something.
Even on that subject, go back to what Miss B was saying about servitude. You know, it's a matter of being able to give just as much as you get. You know, and if you just out here taking and you ain't giving nothing back, it's not gonna make for a good combination. You know, because that person gonna get tired. You know, relationships are conditional. If I feel like I'm giving you more than you giving me, then things are gonna go bad. And it ain't about a man gotta have the woman saying all the time and all of that stuff. No, it's just the fact that normally when two people get together, it should be I'm trying to please you, you trying to please me. Don't sit back and make me do all the damn work. You know, you need to give just as much as I'm giving. That's just that. You know, let's go head to head. I'm in the 3-point stand. You get in the 4-point stand. Let's go head up. And let's see who can make who tap the hell out. That's what it's all about. That's fun sex.
By force or by choice.
Yeah, ladies, remember this, ladies. Men are sensitive creatures.
Pete don't start that. Pete don't start that.
Okay. All right. So now on to my next question, which was, once you start dating a woman, at what point in the relationship do you as a man start to make a financial contribution to her in her life? Is that something that, you know, you do naturally? Do you do it at her request? You know, where does that come into play? Because Peggy didn't ask that question, but that's one of the first questions on her list of questions when she is engaging in somebody wants to know. Is that, am I right or wrong, Peggy? Is that a truth? Is that the truth or a lie?
That's going to come up in conversation at some point. Yeah, that's going to come up.
How soon does it come up in the conversation?
In our beginning conversations, that's going to come out. That's going to come up. It's finance going to come up. Yeah.
6 a.m. At 6 a.m.
6 a.m. You gonna leave her some money? You gonna leave something on the dresser?
I'm gonna leave something on the dresser while I go get breakfast. You get up and shower and brush your teeth. I'm gonna come back and round 2. Ding ding. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, well, Miss Peggy, I think that's a great time for the men to really resist so they can find out who they really with. So if you put money up too quickly, you know, it can send the wrong message to the woman. So
yeah, no, I don't put it up on day one. You make it seem like that's the very first question that I'm asking.
Well, look,
but we're going to talk about some things, all things.
What I'm saying is this. You want to hold out on that as long as you can, fellas, because the truth will set you free when it comes to the woman you with. Because the bottom line is if you with a woman, my expectations should be the same as hers. Because we're in a relationship with 2 grown people that grew up and understood that if we want something, we got to work for it. My mama, unless I came from some rich family, and last time I checked, a lot of us didn't. We know that if we want something, we got to work for it. So if that person that I'm with don't understand that, hey, we can come together on some shit. But
that's not the question.
Huh?
They talk about in the beginning.
In the very beginning, you know, you're talking about a committed relationship. I'm talking about along in the dating process. At what point do you start showering her with gifts or money?
Okay, but that's what I'm talking about. So we're all on the same page.
No,
in the beginning, you need to hold off on that.
Right. Because it's not in the very beginning. It's as we get to know each other, as we dated, as we see we want to move forward, where are we going to stand with how we conduct ourselves with each other?
I guess, let me sum up what I'm trying to say. It's going to naturally fall in place. Because you'll know what she's about financially and she'll know what you're about. And when it comes to doing things, it'll be natural. So I don't need to discuss it. So if I'm with a woman and I'm observing her and she's observing me financially, she's going to allow me to financially do whatever I want to do for her. So it shouldn't be discussed. Let me do me and you do you. Now, if your expectations are higher than what I'm doing for you, then that's going to expose you. And the thing is, I need to know that in the beginning. So that's why I will fall back, because I want to know, do I need to financially be a paymaster, or are you going to let me naturally do what I need to do and you appreciate it? Because understand, women know off the bat when they get with men, if this nigga ain't paying, I ain't playing. You get what I'm saying? And they don't put that up front. And then you find out about it, and then the relationship is gone anyway. Because I don't know too many men that's gonna sit up there, not me, and be a paymaster when you can't do the same for me. So to answer your question, yeah, in the beginning, when we start buying each other, if I can go out and buy you a car and you can't buy me one, then we ain't supposed to be together. But if you'll take it, that means I'm with the wrong chick. Because I want that car too.
Now,
Gregory?
On that note, I think what women try to find out, or what the real question should be, is between both men and women, can that woman take care of herself? And can that man take care of himself? There's plenty of men out here right now spending their rent money trying to impress women. That don't make him financially stable. Because now his lights off. He ain't got no gas for his car. All of this stuff like that. You need to find a man that can actually take care of himself. And whatever he has, because a man ain't gonna give you
what he don't have.
The real man he's not gonna give you what he needs. You know, if I know financially I need a certain amount of money, this is what I got left to play with, and this is what I got left to share. And a lot of women are not willing to accept what that man has to share. They want it all. You know, so that's the question you need. If you're talking about finances, you really ain't got to talk about it. You know, you'll find out sooner or later whether or not that man is financially able to take care of himself. Does he keep his car clean? Is his house clean? Does he have his own place? Is he living with a homeboy? Is he living with his mama? You know, vice versa for a woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're able to take care of yourself and I'm able to take care of myself, then the only two things we should be doing when we get together is going places and fuck. That's it. You know, ain't no discussions about your rent and your phone. Because what was you doing before you met me?
Right.
You know, and if you had a nigga doing it before you met me, then you're not the woman I'm supposed to be there in the first place. You know, I need somebody that's going to be able to meet me 100.
Right.
Because if I lose my job, if I have some financial instability and we're in that type of relationship, she needs to be able to take the reins. Then when I get back on my feet, I get back to what it is that I'm doing. Vice versa. You go in for a surgery. You know, you got a hysterectomy. You can't be out you got to be out for a couple of weeks. You can't work. You know, then that's when he should be able to do 100. A lot of people get out here and say, for instance, you got a couple. And the first thing you want to do is go buy, okay, you figure, okay, she got half the rent, I got half the rent, so we can afford a bigger place. What you need a bigger place for? Because when you get that bigger place and one of y'all fall to the wayside, it causes a financial strain on the relationship. So you have to find somebody who lives practical. You know, not what he making and how we make it. Can he sustain a lifestyle, whether it's in a one bedroom apartment or a 5-bedroom house? Can he sustain? And are you willing to step down into that 1-bedroom house if your shit falls, you know, to the wayside?
Y'all went too deep for me. I'm still at 145. We told each other at 6 o'clock, I'm going to get breakfast. At 11, 12 o'clock, she should be ready to buy lunch. See, we still even. We each gave up our body. I bought a meal, you bought a meal. We still even.
My question to you is, if you just met her that night, why she around so long? She should have been gone at 6 o'clock.
Hold on, I'm at her house, bro. What you talking about? I ain't going nowhere.
I'm leaving at 6 o'clock. I'm leaving.
I told you this. You choose me at 145. You choose me at 145. You got 24 hours with me. By force or by choice.
Look, again, if we're starting to date and we're starting to buy each other things, I want to be able to know that she's able to do the same for me. And that's what time will reveal itself. But if she's starting to ask me for specific things that may cost a lot of money, then you know what? If I haven't seen that reciprocated on my end where I know that this woman can't do the same for me, then the relationship is not going to work. Because now it's going to be one-sided. So you have to, I would never put that specific task on my wife or my girlfriend or anything. If you want to buy me something, buy me something. Okay? But then, if I'm hearing it right, a lot of women want to be specific on what they want you to buy for them. So if you're doing that, then your finances have to match my finances so we can be on the same page of levels of gifts. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and then when you talk about the gift too, like I've been approached by women that, you know, they're on the slide seeing me a motherfucker.
Good night, everybody.
They'll send me a picture of some flip-flops, some Gucci flip-flops.
Love you, Irvin.
Now, there's nowhere in the world I'm finna spend $500 on a damn flip-flop. I don't give a damn who man. You know, a lot of women have to be how can I say, think about what it is you asking from that man, because it's not that I don't have the $500. That's just not a smart buy. You know, you break that strap on that flip flop, it's gone. Now I can take that same money or either double that and go buy you a nice gold bracelet, and it's worth something. It's gonna last. You ain't walking on it. You ain't put your dried up feet in them. You know, talk to me about practical stuff, something that's gonna be a nice gift, but at the same time something that you're gonna cherish and something that you're gonna take care of. You know, not no flip flops, no handbags and shit like that. No.
None of that frivolous stuff. Ray Marine says each relationship is a case-by-case basis. People have to do what works for them. Just because I'm dating a person, it does not mean I'm obligated to pay her bills. Her bills don't automatically become my bills. If I want to pay a bill, that's on me. Many women will get an attitude. Okay, see you, bye.
Look, to tap on what he's saying too, women take for granted what it is that we do for them in the dating field that allows them to have money to pay their own bills.
Right.
If I'm taking you out to nice dinners, if I'm taking you out on trips, if we're doing these things out together and we're sharing it, that frees up money for you to pay your own bills. Why should I have to wine and dine you and sustain your lifestyle? That's not how that works.
Amen. Because we grown.
And there you go.
You knew.
I'm not a woman that expects, nor do I ask. I don't believe in asking men for money. I mean, when I say we're going to eventually have a money conversation, that means, are you able to date? Are you stable? Do you have a place to live? Do you have your own car? Because I've been in my home for 24 years as a single mother for probably about 18 to 19 of those years. Okay, raising my kids and still maintaining. And I'm going to do what I was doing before you came. I'm going to be able to do when you leave. So what you do or don't do for me is not going to affect how I continue to flow. So, but like I said, in the big picture, are you a provider in general? Do you have that mindset to want to help your woman? Do you feel like it's an obligation? Do you feel like it's a privilege? Do you feel like it's an honor? Do you feel like it's something you need to do, something you have to do, something you want to do? How do you feel about contributing to the finances of the relationship? And yes, it works both ways. But the majority of the time, we're looking for a person that's going to be a protector and a provider. You need to have your stuff together in order to provide for yourself, let alone to provide to give anything to anybody else.
Well,
so if you're not providing for yourself, if you're not taking care of your basic needs, of course you can't help me.
I think in dating, like for instance, you say some people put the cart before the horse. If you're expecting a man that you're dating to provide for you,
and that's not
then you're putting the cart before the horse. A husband provides for you.
No,
not a boyfriend, not a person you're dating. A husband provides for his wife and his family, not somebody that you just out there dating. And a lot of women get that confused. I'm very, very big on the role of a man and the role of a woman. I believe a lot of women overstep their boundaries when it comes to that. I was talking to my brother earlier today, and I was like, if you work for an executive branch of something, and you went in and the secretary or the custodian tried to come in and tell you how to do your job, how would you react to that? And he basically looked like, they can't tell me shit. They didn't hire me. And that's how I kind of feel when it comes to women. You can't tell me how to be a man because you didn't ordain me as a man. God made me a man and told me what it was I'm supposed to do as a man. So while you're sitting there trying to tell me what my obligations are, what I'm supposed to do as a man, work on what you're supposed to be doing as a woman. Learn your job. Do what it is you're supposed to do to make sure that that man is comfortable, that he's in place, that he's doing the things that you need him to do. You know, I might not be able to give you everything you want or everything you need. And that's when you have to be a big girl and put your drawers on and go on about your business and find somebody else who will give you what it is that you need. But don't be at a man 100% or all the time talking about, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. You're not my boss. You ain't hiring me. You ain't put me out here. You know, my father taught me how to be a man. So, like I say,
again, that's never the attitude, not on my part anyway. But like I said,
but it is the attitude of most.
I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna always make sure me and mine taken care of.
What
So
exactly?
the same thing, what I'm saying is the same things that I've
But
done.
what about the concept of not giving away pussy for free? I hear women say this all the time. You know, don't give it away for free.
Well,
And-
you're not. You're not. You're not giving me pussy for free. You're giving me pussy for the respect that I give you. You giving me pussy for the man who you know I am. You giving me pussy so you can get a nut. You know, don't act like you're giving me something now.
Yeah.
You know, you there are many other attributes other than money that you could be giving me pussy for. You know, especially when there's women out here that's giving it to you at no obligation whatsoever. You know, why do I want to sit here and go back and forth with you about what my obligation is when somebody can come over here any day and just give me what I want and walk on out the door going about a damn business? That's why, and that's why women have this complaint that, oh, we can't find good men, we can't do that, because you asking a little bit too much too soon.
Well, again, when you get into a relationship, when you're dating somebody, and I don't mean just this person this week, this person that week, you're in a constant flow of dating this one particular person, and you're ready to go to the next level. You've taken the time to get to know each other. You want to move to another level. It's certain things that I need to know that how we gonna run this thing, how we gonna do things moving forward together.
And as you go to those levels,
it's not that saying that I'm not gonna give you any pussy point blank period if you don't give me no money. That's not the concept. That's not the way it's gonna work or flow. But I'm just not gonna be out here dating this person, that person, and giving away the crowd. I'm not giving you everything.
So and Miss Peggy, I'm glad you said that, because what you're saying is you're not gonna do something if that certain things doesn't happen. First of all, we got to just hold each other accountable just for being grown.
Right.
I mean, I'm not dating no young chicks. You know what I'm saying? If I meet you at your age, I'm gonna say to myself, hey, first of all, I shouldn't even have to have this conversation. This woman is grown, she has responsibility, and she has accountability. All I'm gonna do is come in and enhance her life. But if she has all these things that she should naturally know, common sense, me coming in the door, that hey, I have a household, I have kids to take care of. It's my responsibility to do all this stuff regardless of. And then that becomes my task, and it stops. Or now your expectation is, because I'm in the picture, it should be done. No, again, it shouldn't be done unless it's something that we grow into. It should never be a discussion, because before me, you have responsibility and accountability to yourself and your household before anybody walks in there. So I would hope grown folks, grown women would stop believing that a man is supposed to come in and do these things if you've been doing it yourself. We just enhance the situation. So you will get, you'll more than likely know within that time whether that person is going to give you what you need. But for you to lay it out and say, I need this, if you ain't giving me this and this, for me, I'm not going to be around too long. I think you're going to have these responsibilities with or without me.
Right.
And if you don't do it, you're going to suffer the consequences of life. So at the end of the day, have the man come in. If you are attracted to him, eventually The chemistry is going to come, and if he's in his right mind, if you know how to choose him right, he's going to do what naturally should happen, and that's to come in and enhance your situation, not
Exactly.
hurt you. You get what I'm
What I'm
saying?
saying, and again, all I'm saying is I'm not the one. I'm not gonna be out there laying around with this person, that person, and we just kicking it all over the place. I'm not doing that. We gonna have to
I
have
mean,
structure. We're
Nobody's.
gonna have to have a relationship. We're gonna have some.
Yeah,
We're gonna be going
and that's
someplace
what I'm
together
speaking on.
in a
That
Well,
relationship.
yeah,
but
that
our
I
message,
don't. And nobody said that. Anything. About going all around. We're talking about once you're, in a dating situation with one person.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
yeah,
Not trying to, get money from everybody
I
who you
think
meet.
I think what happens too is
I have yet to.
a lot of women have a hard time letting go. And what I mean is when you realize that that man is not the man for you, recognize it and act on it. Okay? Don't feel like you're obligated just to be with that man because you've been with him for 6 months. You've been with him for 7 months. If it's not what you want or what you need, be grown up enough to say, hey, this is not working for me. Ain't nothing else you can tell me. Show me everything that you're going to show me. This is not for me. And then go find what it is you need.
Right.
And women know what they want. They just won't tell us.
But a lot of times, though, because they don't want to go around from man to man to man to man, they stay and try to mold and change that man into what they want. And that's where the conflict starts. He's not going to change. He's exactly the way he is. If he ain't have it before, he ain't going to have it then. Just let it ride. No.
Well,
Carletha says that.
I don't mind being single. I've been doing this thing for a long time. Like I said, as a single woman, taking care of myself, household, cars, vehicles, whatever I need to take care of, and I'm fine doing that. But like I said, if somebody's gonna come into my life, they're gonna come in they're gonna be coming in as an enhancement as well as I'm gonna enhance their life in other areas as well.
Now let me also say this here. We're not talking about you. I mean, we don't know you. I don't really know you.
My own self, and I know
I got you. But
you bring up this conversation.
But the panel and the comments that we're making are for all women that are listening, all the women that are not listening, that the people who are listening can go over and share this stuff with them and let them know that, this is how Miss Peggy, her comment on it. This is what Greg, this is what Miss B's comment was, and they can take that teaching role with it. I know that you are a virtuous woman. Not to say you don't go out there and get your damn freak on. You probably do every now and then, but that ain't nobody's business but yours. But at the same time, there are women out there that do respect these things. There are women out there that approach us the wrong way, and their situations blow up in their face because they don't know how to handle that particular man. So that's what I'm saying. All these comments that we're making here are for those out there who just don't know or don't want to know.
So women, look at my face. Do this for us. Hey, if you know you want something, whether it be sex, whether it be money, whether it be just anything, just do us a favor, man. Just tell us up front. That's gonna be the hardest thing to do. But if you just tell us up front, we can cut through all the chase, because either you're gonna run us away or we're gonna take the challenge. That's it. If you just want to fuck, say, hey man, I just want to fuck. I don't want to be with you. If you want to, hey, I think we can be together. Let's see if we can do this. But these are some of the terms I have. I don't like this. I need you to be able to do that. And hey, I expect this. And you know what? Just put it out on tape. Eventually, we're gonna find out, like Greg said. And once we find out, it's like, okay, we wasted all this damn time when you could have just told me that shit up front, and we could have been done. But we don't
could have been rolling, right?
Yeah. Brian says that a man is not obligated unless he lives in your household or the two of you are married.
True.
Exactly.
True. Now, this
It's not obligation. It's like you said, it's putting on the line, it's expectation, it's what you want, what you're looking for. If you don't talk about it, how are you gonna know? You're just
Exactly.
gonna keep
right,
going
but
along.
but this,
It's
but
what
I
you
hear
have
this
to
comment.
repeat yourself.
I hear this comment a lot. I shouldn't have to tell a man what I need or what
What
I
I
want.
need and
Yes,
what I
you
want.
do.
Is that true?
Yes, you do have to tell us because we roll off of we're structured. We're very, very structured. Our goal is to start here and finish here. So if you don't tell me or give me direction along the way, I can't tell you whether or not as a man I can live up to that.
It's the same thing. It's the same
'Cause-
concept that I'm saying.
yeah,
That once you get to a certain point and level, you have to have these discussions. Because, like I said, I'm not here to waste your time, and you're not here to waste mine. I'm not gonna let you waste my time for a year, for 2 years, for 3 years, and like you say, at the end of the day, you can't even bring 3 kids a Happy Meal because two of them not yours. I'm not gonna just keep wasting my time. I'm not gonna waste your time. Heck, I'm not the woman for you. It's simple as
Well,
that.
most women are not going to do exactly what I just said because everybody holds their cards in the beginning and they deal them the way they want to. They want you to have your card. They place the cards where they want it. But if women will start doing that with a lot of men, first of all, they probably scare the hell out of us because that don't never happen. But then that give us something to think about. Like, this woman actually straight up told me, hey, this is me, this is what I want. And you go home and process that shit, and you like, I can't fuck with her no more. You might not even get a call back. You know what I'm saying? But then you may get a call back or a second date. And you might start exchanging them gifts early, you know?
And it might be that's all you want. That's all you're looking for. What you think
Exactly.
is gonna be some grand, high, big number may be something that's just really simple and minute. Like you ain't asking for much. I done dealt with one night stands that really wanted a whole lot more than what you want. They looking for Birkin bags. They looking for red bottom shoes. They looking for trips to Paris or Las Vegas or wherever you trying to go. You ain't asking for none of that. Like really, I'm not going for all the lavishness. Forget the lavishness. Let's stick to some basic stuff.
okay.
I don't even know how to pronounce red bottom.
It's okay. Well, Christian Louboutin.
I got some.
I don't have them. I don't wear them and don't have them. They don't float my boat on my fancy right now, or whatever the case may be. So I really don't care how you know.
I'm gonna pour some paint on the ground and let you walk on.
Okay, well that's cool too, but.
Listen, it has been absolutely delightful talking with you all. Shout out to Irvin Simpson for being with us tonight. Sterling Stevenson, of course, you, P Funk, and Gregory for hanging in there to the end. We always say we're going to do this for an hour, and then here we are 2 hours later. So, girlfriend Peggy and I. Appreciate you all so much for being with us. Ray Marine in the building. He's a hardcore raw talker. He said he had just started dating a woman and he said, I told her not to fire her yard man.
Okay. We get it. We get it.
So right. So what's that? That means, I'm over here, but I'm not cutting no grass. I might mow that lawn, that kitty cat, but I'm not cutting your grass. So don't get excited because I'm here. But thank you. We appreciate it greatly. You gave us some great insight, and we'll have to revisit this again because we didn't talk about what women expect from what men expect from a woman. Well, you know what, P Funk, you did touch on it, quite a bit. But you know how we didn't talk about what women bring to the table. When men say, well, what do you because we know what the men have, so they go, well, what are you bringing to the table? And then the women say, well, I am the table. So we didn't touch on that argument, but we're going to have to save that for another time, because I would like to touch on that with you all.
Hey, and on that note of what you just said, a table ain't shit if it ain't set. You ain't got no plates, no forks, or nothing on it. What I'm gonna do with the table?
Yeah, and the table might be messy. Table might be out,
the table might be dirty.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know.
Make sure I got a place to sit at the table. That's what I need, a place to sit at the table.
Well, look,
that's it. Roles, man. It's all about roles. You do your job, I'm gonna do my job.
And Miss Peggy,
on
the next broadcast,
trust. It's about loyalty. It's about a whole lot of things when you're talking about relationships. So, like I said, when you get in a relationship, everybody got to take a role. Everybody got to know they take that role. Just like I said, I got my little red wagon with all my bills, my kids, my house, my debt, my credits, my whatever in it. When I'm taking this red wagon up the hill and you gonna come into my life, I want to know that you're willing to grab that handle and help me pull that load on up the hill, and let's get it up together.
Right, Ella, pull that red wagon.
That's right.
Hey, you know what? Me and Mel have been together since we were kids, so it's hard. This was a great show. It was hard for me because I've been out of the game for 30 years, but I still got it.
It's changed a lot. Trust me, things are not like they were back in the day. How you just magnetically got together.
I'm a little bit more sexier now.
It's so different now.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more sexier now. So she got a lot of pressure, So that's
she under a lot of pressure.
Yeah. So
you ain't right. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That much I do know. But you are wonderful. Much love to Mello, and tell her thank you for letting us steal you away for a couple of hours. We appreciate it. Gregory, one of the busiest men I know, running 2 businesses and working on being the next Denzel Washington.
While you're on that note, we got the play Torn coming back to Dream City. I believe it's on the 26th or 27th of August. You can see on my Facebook, Gregory Ingram, the flyers and everything for you. Go on Eventbrite to get those tickets. I play Mr. Jenkins in that one. We just finished doing it in Gainesville. It went great. So we're bringing it back to Orlando. So you guys, and also with Dion Turner, I'm in a play called The Other Woman. So, and then we got some short films out there on YouTube. Is This Justice and In the Church? Check those out on YouTube whenever you get a chance. Now, a lot of young producers, film directors, and things are coming up in Orlando, and I'm just doing everything I can to support them.
Well, and since we're plugging,
yes, please.
We would like to announce myself and DJ Mellow Yellow, and we're teamed up with Nelly Nails. We're bringing the first Neo Soul party to downtown Orlando, starting August 13th. It's called Neo Soul Me. So it's going to be 80% Neo Soul and 20% of R&B. It's at the beautiful Lake Eola. It's called the new Lake Eola Lounge. You can get your free tickets by going to Eventbrite. It's a select amount, free entry with RSVP. We do have VIP sections. Those are going now. I think we have maybe 4 of those left. So, hey, come hang out. Neo Soul vibe. It's straight Neo Soul.
So if you do a search in Eventbrite for Neo Soul Orlando, it'll come up.
Yeah, it's Neo SOL Me. Neo Soul Me. And
All right.
That is awesome.
I got it. You know, so and I'll make sure that you know, for those who you know, who follow us on Raw Talk and on our personal pages, that we promote, you know, we have your flyers and promote it on our pages as well. So that's excellent. Thank you. You know, great men doing big things, and you know, we are just so proud of you. All right, that's good, Mello. Put that up for us. I'm going to leave it up there so folks can see the link, and then I'll put it in the description for the show. So when you go to the show on YouTube, it'll be there for you as well. You know, congratulations to both of you. Great job. Thank you. Thank you. Good night, everybody. We certainly appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And remember, yes, Wednesday night, it's all about Raw Talk Live. Any parting words from you, girlfriend Peggy?
I am good. I can just say this is the show I've been waiting for a good minute, just to have some real men in the house, some mature men with some wisdom, with some knowledge, and some understanding about dating and relationships. They can really put it down and give the women some truth. And I really appreciate the love and respect for all our panel tonight. Thank you so much.
Most definitely.
thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good night.